Hello everyone and welcome to Inspiring Best Living, where we talk about wealth creation, wellness and well-nourished soul. My name is Remi Wesley Ogude. I am your regular host and I'm very happy to be back on another episode of our wealth creation series. The topic today specifically is impulsive spending drains your saving. What do I mean by impulsive spending? Impulsive spendings are spendings that are unprepared for, unplanned for. Things we buy because we are just yielding to our emotions, or we're just yielding to calls from family, from friends, from loved ones. Things we want to just buy or spend on because we want to please other people, or things that we buy because they are on sales, they are cheap, and we feel that, oh, it doesn't matter. But what we don't understand is that all these little things we spend money on, thinking they don't matter, they do matter. Someone said, little leaks will sink a great ship. There are times that we buy these things up, we don't even know why we are buying those things. And people also say that you buy those things to impress people that you don't like. You buy things you do not like to impress people you don't like. Some people sometimes do it just to show up. Some people just do it to please other people. We are in an office. Sometimes people are running errands on coffee, tea, and things, food that ordinarily maybe you don't even like eating, but you want to participate so that you can gain acceptance. I don't think it's necessary. People don't work with you when you are working for your money. You do all the hard work. You don't want to spend it to impress them. You just spend as per your need. I just want to quickly say this, that I'm not talking here to let you know how to spend your money. You work for it, you can spend it anyhow. But I'm talking to people who are starting their investment journey, who need to put money together to save, and also will translate the savings into investment. It's just a wise choice to be able to manage our money right from controlling the way we spend. I know for those who are very wealthy, who can afford it, they can afford to spend their money anyhow if they can afford it and they choose to do it that way. But for those who are starting the journey, I'd like to quickly put it straight to be able to help you. So what are the different ways through which impulsive spending can drain our savings? Number one is that it takes us off course from our savings goal. You cannot eat your cake and have it. When you spend the money, you cannot save it at the same time. The same money you have spent, you can't save it. So it's so very important. The second way is that impulsive spending accumulates a lot of liabilities. People buy things they do not need. They buy cars, 2-3 cars, one person, just to impress people that, okay, I will use one today, I will use another one today. And they have problem with parking. In the place where I live, there is always parking constraints. You have to pay city again for every day you are parking your car on the road in some places. So that is additional cost you are incurring, and people are finding themselves accumulating liabilities. I've been there before, and when I would travel on vacation, I would just buy different things and I'll bring them home. I'll find them in my wardrobe everywhere, occupying space, and 1-2 years I may not even touch some of those things. They may be clothes, shoes, bags, and I wonder by the time I go back to those things, I'll just feel like just giving them out, which I know there are blessings that come with that. But what I'm just saying is that some of those things can really be liabilities. The case of the car I have mentioned, when you now need to sell those things because you don't have space for them and they're actually disturbing you in the house. I've had people who say they want to sell their car because they can no longer afford the expense of paying every day to park, that the car has become burdensome because they have more than one or two. So it's so very important not to accumulate liability with our hard-earned money. Spend very wisely. There's no need for us to impress anybody with what we have. The third one is that it leads to loss of opportunity to invest. If we have spent our money in things that we don't need, it will just reduce the amount we need to save. And the amount we need to save is what we need to at least to start putting together before we invest. If you go to bank today to even say you want to access loan, they want you to have a stake in that investment you want to embark upon. For instance, you want to buy a house, the bank will ask you for down payment. Have you put something together? They won't give you all of the loan. So it starts from cutting your expenses, being able to save from saving to investment. So when we spend so much frivolously, it cuts off the opportunity to invest. So I want to say that I know it's hard work to have a job and to secure it, and many people are really diligent in working to bring this money in, but many are not as diligent in spending. They don't scrutinize their list to see. They don't budget. They just spend as they want. This will not help our journey in creating wealth. So what are the benefits of savings? There are so many benefits. I'll just share about 3 here. Number 1, savings helps you to create a better financial future. When I say a better financial future, I'm talking about you being empowered. The things you are putting together, they are the things that you will need later to invest in. It's like a farmer who harvests large quantity of crops. The wise thing for the farmer to do is to put away seed from that so that it can prepare for the next season, so that it will be able to harvest. If the farmer does not save any seed from the harvest of crops he has harvested, he will not be preparing well to harvest in the next season. So saving is what helps us to create a better financial future. Savings also help us to create the foundation for our investment journey. As I said, living from hands to mouth does not help us to put something down together for savings, which will later translate into investment. The third one I'll quickly talk about is that savings also act as a buffer to cushion us against financial crisis or struggle. A lot of people have suffered from different financial struggles. A lot of family, there has been different domestic problems because of financial struggle. Some people who don't even anticipate they would divorce or they would be separated from their spouse find themselves in that position. They didn't plan for it, but not having savings to be able to cushion that struggle could throw somebody into financial mess, coupled with the crisis the person is going through. Also, it's the same with health. If you don't have savings as buffer, people just fall sick. They become ill and they don't have any financial buffer to help them pay some of their medical bills, to be able to afford their treatment plans. So savings acts as buffer to cushion you against any financial crisis. So if we are talking about impulsive spending as being disruptive to our savings and our investment plans and our wealth creation journey, then how do we overcome impulsive spending? Number 1, there are many ways, but I'll quickly talk about 3. The first one is pay yourself first. Have a predetermined percentage of your income that you will get as soon as you are paid. That is what you first get. As a person of faith, what I do is, number 1, I take my tithe, then before I start paying myself. When you do that, you get your income. The percentage that you are predetermined is what you will get before you start paying off your bill. If you don't take that away immediately, you will just expend the money before you know it, and there will be nothing for you to save. It is that which you have saved for yourself as a predetermined percentage that you can now choose to save or to meet other investment obligation that you have also had in mind. The second one is that you save into plans that you cannot easily access. When we were young, our parents taught us how to save inside a box, and I tell you, this box, they are very solid. You cannot take money out of it. If you put the money in it, the money goes right in, but you don't have opportunity to remove it. That habit was teaching me how to invest in places where I cannot easily take my money out. And before you can take that money out from that box, you have to really break it. So what is that suggesting? There are some investment plans that are out there that you can put money into, but you cannot easily take the money out. It's just to form the habit of savings and investment. These are called registered savings plan in the place where I live currently. Some of those opportunities are available for us where we can save. For you to be able to take money out of that plan, it will attract a huge penalty, and that is what will discourage you. That is the discipline you require to save the money in there to ensure that you don't go back to take it until the time is still for you to take it. And when you take it in bulk, you can invest it in other things. That's the second way of doing it. The third one of overcoming impulsive spending is to be able to have an automatic sweep strategy where you can sweep some money into your savings. What you do is you can use a pre-authorized debit and set it up for yourself online, so that as soon as you are paid from your salary, you can use that pre-authorized debit to sweep the money from your salary right into a savings plan. You can leave it there for a while. Maybe, for instance, if you try to save $200 every month, in another 6 months, it can be $1,200. You can use the same automatic sweep strategy to now take that 1,200 savings that you have done for 6 months. You can sweep it into investment plan that you have already arranged. So the money will be saved every month for 6 months, accumulate to a certain amount, and then be brought into your investment plan. And gradually you begin to invest. You start small and you top up your game as you increase in these savings and investment plans that you are embarking upon. And this episode is not to encourage us to be frugal, because living a frugal life can also be very choking if we don't enjoy life. That's not the purpose. It's just to encourage better savings habits and to improve our financial future. Somebody has said that when you sacrifice a few years of comfort, you can enjoy decade of freedom. And that is what this episode is all about. I hope you have been able to gain one or two things from this episode. As I round up, I want you to know that this platform is to inspire you in 3 areas of life: wealth creation, wellness, and well-nourished soul. Remember, you don't have to choose between being healthy and wealthy. You can have both as icing on the cake of a well-nourished soul. Thank you for listening. I want you to please share the video with someone, a friend, family, who might benefit from it. And also, I want you to please subscribe by pressing the notification button so you can be notified right away once a new episode is produced. Again, my name is Remi Wesley Ogude. I'm your host. And until I come your way next time, take care of yourself and bye.